Good afternoon, and what is a cold, bright and sunny day. It is Thursday the 30th of November, and I've got a nice hot cup of tea and parcel to unbox. So let's get this open. There we go. So, what I have in here is, well, actually, I'm just going to show you all three. I'll do like them. Is The World of the Unknown, Monsters, UFOs, and Ghosts. The World of the Unknown, all about monsters. This is, well, if you're of a certain age, by me, I mean basically, you grew up during the sort of like mid to late 70s and into the 80s, you would have found these readily available on the shelves at your local bookshop and in the library. The Usborne World of the Unknown series really were sort of like, for many kids, the first exposure to the subjects of monsters, UFOs, and ghosts, that was specifically written for them. So, this one deals with the monsters, mysterious footprints, hunting strange beasts, undersea creatures, scaly winged dragons, and quite slim, but lots of fascinating information. If you were a 10-year-old. So, The World of the Unknown, Monsters. This book is for anyone who ever glimpsed a sinister shape looming in the sea, heard an unknown creature's footsteps crunching through the forest, or wondered about the existence of monsters in remote regions of our world. Myths of monsters have existed for millennia, from jackal-headed Egyptian gods to the petrifying Gorgons of Greece. And millions of years before them, the dinosaurs prowled the earth. Many such creatures are described here, alongside accounts of much more recent monster encounters. You'll meet fire-breathing dragons, ship-crushing krakens, the murderous minotaur, elusive lake monsters, and more. This book takes a look at the equipment used by some modern-day monster hunters, as well as possible hoaxes, movie monsters, and the techniques people have tried to make them seem so terrifyingly real. Okay, so, first published in 1977. This is one of the very first books from Usborne. Then a brand new publisher hit that set out to revolutionise the world of children's books. It lived on bookshelves in bedrooms and libraries, thrilling its young readers with mythical monsters and sinister sightings, and igniting their curiosity with the possibility of the strange, undiscovered creatures in our world. After 20 years, the world moved on, and the World of Unknown series went out of print, but it wasn't forgotten. The books lived on in the memories of a generation, and when the readers in the 1970s and 80s grew up, they wanted them back. Usborne is still leading the way in creating books that spark children's imagination and curiosity, so we're proud to resurrect this series for a generation of new readers. But inside, so you've got a forward by Robin Ince, who is he's a comedian and bibliophile. You may have heard him on the Infinite Monkey Cage. But yeah, so it's just showing what's inside the book there. So you've got dragons and dinosaurs and either Bigfoot or Neanderthal. That's possibly, that could be, Nessie from in Loch Ness. There's the contents page. And then we have a discussion of, what is a monster? And looking at some of the things, from ancient Greece. You've got the Cyclops there, and the Harpy. And you've got monsters there, sort of like, you have a sailor confronting a giant ostrich. And it's looking at particular legends, like Monster Medusa, Grendel. So we're moving around a bit geographically. And it's just giving you sort of like just a sort of like taster of information, just a smidgen of mystery and menace and sort of like tales of horrible creatures and dangers. And but we get a full page spread of the dragon. But I mean, so you've got the St. George the dragon. You've got the ships. Figurehead dragons on Viking longboats, the red dragon of Wales, Chinese dragon, salamander dragon, Komodo dragon, and so on. Before we move on to dinosaurs. I mean, you have to remember that this was published in 1977, so, you know, this is not going to be accurate, you know, after 40 years of, you know, over 40 years of development in paleontology. But nevertheless, it was fun back then, and it'll be entertaining to read this again now. Page of you know, Tyrannosaurus Rex, serpents in the sea, and you've got little maps there that will show you where they, you know, the hunting grounds for these creatures, and like the kraken. And then we move in land and literally and in you know, up into, you know, the mountains pushed up, formed by the pushing up from the sea, and to look at the Yeti, the abominable snowman, and its cousin the Sasquatch, with that very famous photograph of Bigfoot in the United States. Monsters in the Loch, of course. We have Nessie herself, including, you know, that photograph, now thought to be a fake. And talking about investigators, scientists investigating Loch Ness for signs of Nessie, to no avail, of course. And then we move into man-made monsters, you know, drawing from, you know, films like King Kong, Frankenstein, 2001 for computers, Godzilla, you know, Creature from the Black Lagoon. They're all there. Oh, and Jaws. And this is a time when, you know, it's showing monster movies that we couldn't necessarily see. We certainly couldn't go and see Jaws. And then at the end here we've got a dictionary of monsters. So yeah, so effectively, my first monster book. I think that's terrific. I mean, it's a lovely, fantastic piece of nostalgia. Absolutely great to have it back in print, and just relive some memories of reading through this for the first time and going, oh my God, what's that? Or wow, you know, and just being fascinating, you know, as you know, wondering whether it's actually real or not. So yeah, The Ward of the Unknown, all about monsters, from Usborne Books, originally published in 1977, but back again in print. Well, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be able to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me out here with a package containing a book or game. In this case, a big splash of nostalgia, which I will unbox and talk about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.